Open workout 19.3. 200 foot. No.
No, do it again. Do it again. You do it.
Hi, I'm Sean Woodland.
No. Just do it. I did it last week. You do it.
CrossFit Open workout 19.3. 200 foot overhead walking lunge with the dumbbell. 50 box step ups with the dumbbell. 50 strict handstand push ups. 200 foot handstand walk. For the lunge and the handstand walk, you do it in 25 foot segments. You get a rep every 5 feet going past the line.
Cool.
Yeah.
Solid.
Very tough.
Tough workout.
A chipper style workout. 10-minute cap on that. So they've brought back the 20 foot segments. This time it's going much further than the last few where it's only been 50 feet. This one's really cool. Introduce a new movement with the strict handstand push up. And I think the overhead walking lunge is
with a
in the open with a single arm.
Yeah,
we've had barbell walking lunge.
Yeah.
Overhead walking lunge with a dumbbell new. So we've seen that's like quite an accessible sort of movement that everyone can really, start working hard on, especially the box step up. So we've seen lots of members go this morning, and from a beginner to sort of a little bit toward the intermediate, everyone's been able to hit that relatively hard. And
everyone got through it.
Everyone got through it.
Yeah. Some people were a bit shaky.
Overhead position played a big part with the lunge. If people's arms are out here to the side, then they're working much harder than someone who can stack a dumbbell over the head.
But it's definitely most people are going to be able to get through that and onto the box at the very least.
And then the box is just simple. It's just stand up on one leg, step down, use the other leg. You can hold it anywhere.
That felt worse than I thought it was going to after the lunges, because I was getting a bit shaky on the lunges by the end. And then getting to the box, I just went on my back like that, holding it. But that was quite burny in the shoulders, so I was just alternating arms.
Well, again, that's like you struggle here.
Yeah.
So like if you are tight around the pecs and the shoulders,
but it was more like gassy and legs. Yeah. Like when you get to the box, your first 10 are going to feel like pretty minging.
Mate, it's a lot of reps.
But then as you get into it, like you start getting your legs back a little bit, because you've probably done say
80.
So probably about 80. I was doing about 9 or 10 lunges each way.
Yes, you've done 80.
So you're doing about 80 lunges before you even start on the box. So your legs are pretty sapped. Yeah. And you're breathing a little bit, but you just got to just switch your head off. Yeah. Just step on.
One thing that we saw which saved people's shoulders this morning was when they put the dumbbell on one shoulder, and then they might have, some people went all the way through, and they might have just transferred it to another one, but they found that saved the shoulders.
Just by doing that with one arm. Like that, both were like burning. So I just take one down. That was kind of getting a rest, stepping on, and then swapped over. I know some people just literally put one on there like that, one on there, and then on the shoulder rather than on the back. But
speaking of saving your arms, would you say it's a good idea for most people to try and change the arm on the overhead walking lunge early, or
I just alternated a length each arm. That works quite well, I think.
Yeah, because when you get to the handstand push-ups, you don't want one shoulder on fire.
No.
Even if it's your stronger one.
Yeah. So I think I just started off on my strong arm, and then when I got to the other end, changed and just kept doing that.
Cool.
It seemed to work quite well.
Cool. So all that's done. You've done 80-ish walking lunges. You've done 50 box step-ups, probably with 1-2 breaks max for most people. And then you come to the wall. How does all that fatigue affect your shoulders?
Quite some.
Yeah.
Yeah, they felt hard, really hard. Small sets from the get-go. Just do not go anywhere near your max set.
We saw a guy who's got some good ability with his handstand push-ups, and he we bashed out 10, which is probably a bit too far. It's probably like a 60-70% of his max set.
Maybe if he'd have gone small fives with little rests, you might have been able to maintain that.
Exactly. So we found out that he had a big drop off after that set of 10. And he dropped down quickly to really small sets. So maybe if
you're not even breathing that hard by then. I mean, by the time you've moved on from the box, took 10 seconds breathing or whatever, and then do a set, your heart rate actually starts to come down. It's just more about, can you press out? It just becomes your strict strength basically for overhead pressing.
Yeah. Absolutely, but we saw with the live announcement, the girls did a big set of 10 or 12 to start, and then they died off, and they were pipping singles and little sets towards the end. So with that in mind, don't worry. I know that you haven't got a lot of time with 10 minutes. However, sets of 5 and less than 50% of your max strict handstand push-up set are going to suit you way better than big sets and then you dying off. Because with a handstand walk, if your shoulders are right, it's going to be even more difficult to do that. And by that point, if you are at the handstand walks, then you probably don't need me to tell you that you've just got to try and get through as big a segments as you can.
Yeah.
Without burning out.
We've not seen anyone get there yet.
No. Not in the gym, no.
In the gym.
I don't think anyone will, to be honest, mate.
No, it's a big ask. 50's a lot of reps. 50's a lot, and it's not a long time. I think I had just over 3 minutes left after the box. Some guys went a bit quicker than that, I think, maybe like 3.5, 4 minutes. I think Kaz did the lunges and things in about 5 something. She had plenty of time.
Obviously not the ability.
Then it just comes down
it's just
to
all about
how strong you are, like in your strict handstand push-ups.
It might even be better, like if you know you've got some ability with the strict handstand push-ups, just to pace that first bit, just like Phil did, so that you've got even 2 or 3 minutes to do some damage. If you know that you'd rather, if you want to arrive there in a much better condition.
I did pace it. I'm just not fit. I was trying my hardest. That was
Racing.
as quick as I could go. yeah.
Okay.
Say that. Yeah, paced it.
But
really
if
well.
not, maybe just take a little bit out, just slow yourself down a little bit on the lunges so that you're effective in the 2 or 3 minutes you get, instead of getting there with 4 minutes to go and being blown out and absolutely shot.
So weird one with the hand position, like you could say, the wider you go, the easier it's going to be because you're shortening the range of motion within reason that your palm's still in the box.
Yeah.
Your fingers can go out, so use that. But whether you're strong now, or if you've been training them in that kind of tripod position, are you better off going there if that's where you know you're stronger?
It might even be best to
taking it out, is that going to help? I don't know. It's going to be a very individual thing, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the guy who went this morning, who's pretty good, JJ, he's just looked the same. He was in a nice tripod position, driving through his triceps.
I guess that depends where you're strong,
Yeah.
where you've been doing them previously. Do you normally do it in a tripod? Like, that's technically where you want to be. But have you been doing it there?
Yeah. Have you been kipping?
If you've not, then I would say definitely don't try that. But like, people tend to go a bit wider and shorten the range of motion, but whether that would pay off.
And the thing is, though, what's wide for you? Like, I know that taller people are going to be like, well, this is either my normal grip for kipping,
or outside the box.
Yeah, or like it's smaller. It's the box is smaller than I'd normally go. Like
It's generous.
Yeah.
I think the box is generous.
Yeah. I mean,
size.
It's the standard they use for regionals and the games, and they always have done. So everyone knows what this standard is, even if they haven't had to adhere to it before.
Yeah.
Everyone's watched regionals who've done CrossFit mostly, and they've seen, what's that funny little box they're using, and that's the standard.
Just try and keep tight. Don't spend too much time on the negative. Like, don't sap all your energy, like controlling down. Just kind of like, obviously don't just crash on your head, but like come down and just try and get straight into it. Don't be like coming down because you're doing a negative and it's well hard, so don't do that.
You're going to waste your energy.
Don't rest on your head, because once you've lost that tension at the bottom, it's so much harder to press away again. Like, you've obviously got like a bit of that stretch reflex when you just tension's still on. Don't come down to your head, almost lose tension and then try and press away. Like, you probably
that's going to be hard. That's like doing a tempo pause squat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
you've lost tension, so you've got to re-go. So I would say don't do that. Break early, even if you just go singles, maybe chip away, depending on where you're at with them.
Absolutely.
Soft workout. It's just loads of legs and then loads of upper body. Like, in not a too gassy state, just muscular endurance, like you said. Yeah.
Wicked. So warm up. Make sure your overhead position's really, really warm. You've warmed up your thoracic, your QL, your lats, everything.
We did lunges, just lunges with an overhead reach. We actually used the markings just so people could get used to maybe how many lunges it's going to take them, getting used to getting the foot over the line. Then what did we do? We did
some scat push-ups.
Just getting everything going. A child's pose, opening up shoulders and things, and then overhead carry. Yep,
overhead carries. And then we got people playing around with dumbbell snatch just so they're confident pulling into the lunge.
And then we just practiced everything, didn't we? Yep. Had a go, had a quick go, had to go on the lunges, get nice and warm, and then just go for it. But yeah, like I would say, push hard. Like, it's not a lot of time. 10 minutes is not a long time, so just go hard on the lunges. Don't like take your time with it. Things just as long as you're moving well and hitting the standard, try and push it.
And to get your best time, you know, if you know you've got absolutely no chance of doing a handstand push-up, just get to that tie break time as quickly as possible, and then, you know, after the class or the workout, whatever it is, practice where you're up to, whether you're up to handstand holds, negatives, pike push-ups, whatever it is. You know now that these are going to come up in your open competition for the next however many years you're doing it, so you're going to have to put some time into that strict strength, because you can't just get away with kipping.
Yeah, I don't think like many people repeat this one, because what you're going to do, get stronger in a day. Like, you'll probably only be weaker when you repeat it, unless something went really
unless you really sandbagged the first bit, and then you were like, oh shit,
don't do that.
I could have had more time. I could have had an extra 30 seconds or a minute on the handstand push-ups where I didn't really fatigue.
Yeah, this isn't one that you're really going to need to repeat, I don't think, because you can't get any stronger at that. You can get there a little bit quicker, but just do that on your first attempt.
The only thing I'd say is if you did a maximal set and blew up in the beginning.
Yeah. But again, it just comes down to how strong you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Tough. Great workout though. Like a new challenge.
Yeah, really good. Really
well done,
fun.
CrossFit. That's really good.
Cool.
Wicked. So yeah, we'll see you next week for muscle ups. 19.4.
Fran. Dumbbell. Nah, not
dumbbell.
Fran.
Fran.
Heavy Fran.
Heavy Fran.
Probably not.
Bar muscle up Fran.
There's always a thruster and a pull-up combination.
Yeah. Not necessarily a pull-up combination. Thrusters last week.
Yeah.
Muscle ups this week.
We could guess all day long, couldn't we? You haven't got.
Well, they're going to do it. Mate, strict stuff's in here now, so it is what it is.
Yeah, big change that.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
I don't like it, but I like it.
Hanging.
Wicked.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see you next week.
Good luck.
Get after it. Good luck. Let us know how it goes.
Yeet.
Goodbye.